Welcome to Creative Genius Labs. I'm your host, Zane Wild. Today, on Creative Genius Labs, imagine a world where your deepest insecurities become the fuel for groundbreaking art. Today, we explore how Jackson Pollock turned his personal chaos into a legacy. But the shocking twist is how close he came to losing everything, including himself, in the process, leaving you to wonder if the price of genius is worth paying. The mangled Oldsmobile lay smoking on Fireplace Road, its twisted metal gleaming under the August sun. Inside, Jackson Pollock's body rested motionless, a final canvas of destruction. The year was 1956, and America's most controversial artist had just painted his last masterpiece in wreckage and ruin. You might wonder how a man who never sold a painting for more than $10,000 in his lifetime became the voice of a generation. More importantly, you might recognize in his story your own battle between genius and destruction. These words from a man who would revolutionize modern art reveal something profound about the nature of innovation. His journey from social outcast to artistic pioneer wasn't despite his differences, but because of them. Your own perceived weaknesses might hold similar potential if you dare to embrace them. Picture a young boy, the youngest of 5 sons, moving 6 times across 3 states before his 10th birthday. Each new home brought fresh uncertainties, each move another lesson in impermanence. While other children found comfort in routine, Jackson found his anchor in art, his restless hand constantly sketching, searching for something he couldn't yet name. This raw honesty about his insecurities would later fuel his most groundbreaking work. When you doubt your own capabilities, remember that uncertainty can be the fertile soil from which innovation grows. His expulsion from Manual Arts High School wasn't just teenage rebellion. It was an early sign of a mind that couldn't conform to conventional boundaries. Working alongside his father as a surveyor, he discovered alcohol, a companion that would both fuel his creativity and ultimately contribute to his destruction. You might recognize this pattern in your own life, how our greatest strengths often dance dangerously close to our deepest vulnerabilities. Under Thomas Hart Benton's tutelage, Pollock learned the rules of traditional painting, only to realize he needed to break them all. His mentor's rigid push toward realism had an unexpected effect. It drove Pollock toward abstraction. Sometimes, the pressure to conform becomes the very force that launches us in the opposite direction. During his Jungian psychotherapy sessions, Pollock created drawings that bridged his conscious and unconscious minds. These weren't mere therapy exercises. They were the first glimpses of a revolutionary artistic vision. His personal struggles became the raw material for his greatest breakthroughs. Consider how your own challenges might contain hidden seeds of transformation. In his cramped, cluttered studio, Pollock made a decision that would change art history forever. He laid his canvas on the floor. The smell of turpentine hung thick in the air as he began to move around the canvas, no longer bound by easels or traditional brushwork. This wasn't just a new technique. It was a complete reimagining of what art could be. If you're enjoying Creative Genius Labs, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Master Creators Challenge. Unlock hacks that make Da Vinci, Banksy, and Lady Gaga creative giants. Now, back to the episode. This surrender to the creative process produced his most iconic works. His drip paintings weren't random splashes of paint. They were choreographed chaos, a dance between control and abandon that spoke to something primal in the human experience. In 1949, Life magazine posed the question that would both crown and curse him. Is he the greatest living painter in the United States? The spotlight brought validation, but also crushing pressure. Critics either hailed him as a genius or dismissed his work as meaningless chaos. The weight of these expectations began to crack his already fragile foundation. Lee Krasner, his wife and fellow artist, became both his anchor and his witness. She sacrificed her own artistic career to support his vision, watching as he struggled between periods of intense creativity and devastating alcoholism. By 1955, the demons were winning. The drinking intensified. The canvases remained blank. His marriage began to crumble as he started an affair with Ruth Kligman. You might recognize this pattern of self-sabotage, how success often carries the seeds of its own destruction. That August morning in 1956, Pollock's Oldsmobile became his last artwork, a twisted sculpture of metal and glass. He died as he lived, in a burst of chaotic energy that transformed everything it touched. But his legacy wasn't in the wreckage. It was in the revolution he sparked in modern art. Today, Pollock's paintings hang in the world's most prestigious museums, commanding prices he never dreamed possible. But the true value of his legacy isn't in the price tags. It's in the permission he gave future generations to break free from convention, to find beauty in chaos, to transform their personal struggles into universal expressions of truth. The real question isn't whether you admire Pollock's art. It's whether you're ready to confront your own chaos and transform it into something meaningful. Your perceived flaws, your struggles, your differences, these aren't obstacles to overcome. They're raw materials waiting to be transformed. Like Pollock's canvases, your life isn't about maintaining perfect control. It's about finding the courage to dance with your demons, to let your unique perspective guide you toward innovation, even when others see only chaos. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else's masterpiece. It needs your authentic expression, your willingness to break new ground. What will you create with your chaos? On the next episode of Creative Genius Labs. Jackson Pollock's story is a powerful reminder that artistic genius often comes hand in hand with inner turmoil. But what happens when that turmoil is amplified by societal rejection and a struggle for identity? This week, we're diving deeper into the lives of process-driven visual artists and how their unique perspectives shaped the art world. Imagine a world where your own mind becomes both your greatest muse and your most formidable obstacle. Our next artist faced exactly that, battling not only personal demons, but also the rigid expectations of her culture. Discover how her perceived oddness fueled a revolutionary artistic vision, proving that embracing your true self can lead to unparalleled creative heights. Don't miss this incredible story of resilience, self-discovery, and the transformative power of art. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code, or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Master Creators Challenge. 7 days, 7 creative legends. Unlock your inner creative genius using the secret tactics of history's most revolutionary artists. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/CGL. Thanks for watching.